So the community learning comprises these activities that are based on input. So what particular knowledge do you need to know? What frameworks are there? What guidelines or methods are useful to know as you implement gender equality plans? That could be, for instance, data collection. So we have sessions on how to select data, how to engage stakeholders, how to make sure that the monitoring you do measures up to the data you collected, so that there's a sort of inner coherence in your gender equality plan implementation. But the community of learning is also designed in such a way that it can be responsive to the partner's needs, because we base all of our work on a very highly contextualized and differentiated model of working. So what works in one context may need a different kind of support than what works in another context. So in order for the community of learning to be as responsive as possible, we make sure that the work that goes on in between the community of learning sessions also feeds back into what could be useful to have as the content for future learning sessions. Also, the community of learning sessions are highly participatory, so they're built on workshops and reflection exercises and case studies, so that it's more directly applicable in the local context. So that was one half of this sort of cycle, the input, and the other half of the cycle is the community of practice. And the community of practice consists of a space where it's possible to reflect on, now that we've learned something, now we've been out practicing this and trying to apply it in our local contexts, how do we then digest and reflect upon what the experience has brought for us? And it's not just a sort of solo reflection. The community of practice is really a structured way of building up a capacity to reflect together. So developing this reflection discipline, and that's really important in order to understand and deepen the power of applying the approach later on. So the community of practice is based on different kinds of activities that take up particular issues that come up for the partners who are implementing, and make sure that there is a framework or a reflective space to deal with that. And we do that in between when we meet physically in the project meetings. Then we do it virtually. We also do it by visiting each other in smaller clusters. And we do it at the big consortium, all the partners who come, up to 30 people, together when we do meet physically 6 times during the project period.